So, step one in the adventure has concluded, it looks like. The great people over at Everett's Air Cargo were nice enough to send me a handful of photos documenting the loading of the Scout on the jet, or the plane there. I think it's a DC-6, I believe. Anyway, it made it to Anchorage, and we went out to pick it up, and got to see them unloading it there from the truck. I think they must have unloaded it from the plane in the middle of the night. Nothing at a cargo office ever is quick. So we were there probably, at least an hour and a half. All right, it's arriving. Docking at the loading bay. I have to say, this might have been the most nervous I was during the whole adventure in the beginning, at least so far, watching this young man try to drive my Scout off that truck. There's an awful lot of shifters in there, and he's, when it was all over and done, he asked me to share the videos with him because he hadn't driven anything like that before. All I kept thinking was, give it some gas. Come on, give it some gas. Halfway there. I know he was just trying hard to be careful, which is a good thing.
There's no power steering. Like 50 on the rebuilt motor.
So you hit with those, if you're moving, it'll turn easier.
So just down the road, we stopped in a parking lot and pumped the tire up on the front. The other three held up pretty good for rejects.
Beautiful day in Alaska.
So I'm sitting here at the tire place. We put on, trying to get new tires. I was trying to get a little bit bigger tire. Then what I had, we put on, I'm looking for my piece of paper. I'm gonna stop this, try again, hang on. So made it to the tire shop, get new tires put on. Oops, I dropped my paper. Hang on. Okay, got it. Made it to the tire shop. Get new tires put on today. We started with a set. So in Bethel, I had big 30-inch tires, and they worked fine. what I didn't recognize or remember or think about was the fact that I changed rims after I got back here to Anchorage. I've got those little red rims on that you've seen in the video, and I'm keeping those. They have no offset whatsoever. They are original Scout rims. The things I was driving around in Bethel on were big old fat tires, but they also had a bit of offset on the rims, so they never rubbed. So we started with 235/75 R15s, and driver's side turning to the right, they rub slightly on the front of the tire, but when you turn left on the back of the tire, they rub pretty substantially. So right now they're putting on a set of 225/75 R15s on one wheel and 215/75 R15s on the other wheel. And we're going to see if one of those won't rub. I'm trying to get with the biggest diameter possible because it gives me the top end that I need to drive the Alcan and around Alaska. I drove it out here to Wasilla on those little tires, and top speed, wound pretty tight, 55 miles an hour. But those tires are, I think I measured them, I think they were 23 inches tall. So they're pretty bad. The two I'm talking about here, the 215s are 27.7 inches tall, so almost 28, and the 225s are 28.3. So I'm hoping for the 225s work, but I'm afraid I might end up with the 215s. They're not big knobby like truck tires. I'm going with more of a street tire. We got a long trip ahead of us. The ride will be a little quieter, a little better on something a little more stable on the pavement. Not that there isn't a lot of gravel between Alaska and the lower 48, but another major issue is that tires in stock, they just don't have that many that'll fit. So I've only got 2 or 3 choices, and none of them at the moment. They could be ordered, and I'd be on these little donuts for a while, but I don't want to do that. So we are checking to see out what we got. Looks like they're moving the one car out of the garage and getting the Scout ready to go in. So we will see. Thanks. So I just went in and checked. They put the bigger tire on. They're 225 and it doesn't rub. So that's what we're going with. 225s. 225/75 R15s. They're more of a road tire than a truck tire, but it's all they got in stock, so it's what I'll have. Which probably will make the ride on the highway better anyway. Yeah, so they're over there. You can kind of see them in the bay right about there. Yep, there they are. Getting them put on, making me a spare also, and we'll get it on the road soon, see how they do. All right, well, there we are. We got the tires on, got it back. 235s, 235/75 R15s. I'm happy with the way they fit in the holes. They're hand-cooked tires. They're probably not the best tires on earth. They weren't terribly expensive, even here. But it will get me down the highway, and it did ride awfully smooth coming over here. And they're very quiet. Yeah, they weren't too bad. So we, and having a little bit smaller tire, I mean, I would like to have gotten a little bit larger tire for a little more top end, but truthfully pulling a teardrop camper behind it is going to be a little easier with a little smaller tire, give you a little more torque as you pull. So this is what we went with. They don't rub. Nice. Since I've gotten it into Anchorage, the one thing I have noticed is that my lean shows up a little bit more. Passenger side's down a little bit, and the back has a smaller spring on it than the rest of them. So it's new leaf springs isn't really an option for me, time-wise. So I mean, it rides okay that way. But if you guys have any suggestions of things I could do to get one side up just a little bit, leave a message in the comments, because I'm not sure what to do there. Then I remembered I had a little bling in my suitcase, so I went and dug the hubcaps out and popped them on. And I don't know about you guys, but I think it looks pretty good. be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. We have another video coming up soon. We're going to get this thing mated up to my teardrop camper and get out on the road. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you out there.